Welcome back to my 2023 Metroid Dread 100% no major glitches tutorial. At this point, we are now at the end game. We're now entering the cleanup section of the game. If you've been following along with the tutorial thus far, we have up here 170 missiles. Again, this is on rookie mode, so if you were on normal mode or hard, you'd have 15 less. But rookie mode, you have 170 missiles, 9 energy tanks, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 9 energy tanks. And you also have 2 power bomb expansions that you've already picked up. We're going to be heading to the to grab the main power bomb right now, and then going into the first parts of cleanup for the game. So this is over here. This is this ME zone that you just flashed into. Obviously, you're not going to like stop right here. You're going to keep going. Right here, you want to shoot this wave beam cover. And then once you come through this door, you want to be holding the charge shot because you want to just kind of jump up. You just kind of want to jump up here, and like one shot should take it. One charge shot should most of the time take this out, but if it doesn't, just kind of like, and then fire another shot, just like that. So fire, charge shot, one more shot, it should take itself out. And then when you're about right here, you can use where the blob used to be, like right around here, between these 2 notches right here. You want to do a flash shift, and then jump, and then do a wall kick and flash shift again. So it's going to be a kind of a small flash shift chain. So together that'll look like, oops, together it'll look like just like that. That's what I like doing. Again, it's just kind of a small chain. It's going to be faster than just doing that. So, and it's really simple to do too. It's just like that. So you do that chain, and then this takes you back to Hanubia to grab the power bombs. Alright, so once you arrive back in Hanubia, you're going to want to obviously go to the left. You want to start charging a speed booster when you go to the left. So obviously that's just pressing down on the control stick. That's because there is a, if you remember correctly, right here, there's this robot that we jumped over right here. It's just charging a speed booster right here, and running through the robot is going to be quicker than doing any flash shifts, because, or like a damage shift or anything like that. So just charge a speed booster from right here. Then you want to cancel it by just jumping. And then you want to do a jump morph through this grapple beam block, flash up here, come back through right here, and enter this wave beam doors. It's going to look like this. You'll skip this cutscene, and then you'll be right, just right here. This cutscene in the game is just Samus discovering, or starting to discover, her Metroid powers. So right here, you do 2 flash shifts right here, and then spinfall right there, spinfall right here, open this wave beam cover door. You want to enter this door holding your storm missiles, so just like that. Because this next fight right here is going to be a, if you'll remember correctly, when we arrived in Hanubia, or into Hanubia from Gavarin, those 2 Chozo Soldiers were off in the background right here. You now fight one of them right now. It's just another red soldier, just like the one from Frozen Artaria over here. So you kind of want to do the same. The fight kind of acts the same, except this time you don't have a Shine Spark to use. Instead of the Shine Spark, though, you have your Storm Missiles. So you're going to want to use different Storm Missile charges depending on the RNG that the soldier gives you. But I'll go ahead and show what that fight potentially looks like right now. So that happens. Skip the cutscene. Continue fighting it, and then just kind of mash. If you want to fire more, you definitely can. But that's going to be the gist of the fight. So use your storm missiles, practice, load last checkpoint like this, just kind of play around with the fight. But the point of holding the storm missiles in right here is because you'll notice even on this cutscene, Samus's missiles are still open. 2-cycling it like that is optimal, but a little bit difficult. And then you would just take the counters. But yeah, the best advice that I can really give for this fight is to just kind of take its load last checkpoint, do what I'm doing, and to just figure out the RNG patterns, figure out a mash that'll work for you, the storm missile patterns that'll work for you. Right there, that black sludge will do a significant chunk of health to you. I'll see if we can do it again. It's not wanting to do it again. See, that'll do an entire tank damage, sometimes 2 like that if you're really low on a section of your energy tank. So that's also something to keep in mind when you're learning this out. Like, how low are you? You shouldn't be low when you're entering this fight, but just in case. But that's going to be the gist of this fight. Something to note, something that is very noteworthy of this room as well. This room is by far one of the laggiest rooms in this game. A lot of these rooms don't have much lag in this game, I should say. This room is by far the laggiest. If you don't do that storm missile strat and you elect to just mash, the longer your beam is on screen, the laggier the room gets, which is why we started doing the storm missiles, which turned out to be faster anyway. So you're going to want to keep that in mind when you're doing that and playing around with this fight, that this room lags, and it lags bad. But beating it will let you absorb the orange Emmy, and it will give you the power bombs. It'll give you the main power bomb, so you'll now have 4 power bombs total. So after that, after a small delay, this little tunnel will open up. What you can just like run up to this and like go through the tunnel. You can also flash shift and then jump up. But what I tend to do is I'll just kind of wait like half a second and then jump and then flash shift like that. The half a second and then the jump compensates for the tunnel opening. So just wait like that. Just like that. So you'll go through this right here. From here, you'll start run into the door up right here. You'll immediately slide and then go into morph and start holding the charge, what you would hold for your cross bombs, or just holding for your missile and storms. So just hold R. So, and about right here, you'll drop up your first power bomb. You're about to drop a bunch of power bombs in succession. And something to note about this game's power bomb is that the power bomb's blast radius will follow you through rooms, which is why you want to start charging it immediately. So it'll follow you like this. Those were power bomb blocks, but since the blast followed me because I exited the room, these blocks blew up and I can just go through them. It's kind of the same premise as a charge door, opening the charge door now instead of opening it later, because then you have to wait for the charge door to open. Same premise, kind of. Otherwise, I'd have to just do that. So you do that, come up through here, and then do the same thing. Drop a charge power bomb right here. In any percent, right here, you only have 2 power bombs, so right here it would be a good idea to like potentially farm power bombs. But because in 100% we have those extra 2, you don't have to do that. You could if you really felt like you needed to, but there's other places in Ferenia that we can farm 4 power bombs that are a lot more time efficient than trying to farm for right here. So from right here, drop another power bomb, flash shift over to the left, and then once you get up right here, start charging your speed booster, store it, And then right here, this is going to be one of your first items of cleanup. So you're going to drop a bomb right here. So you store your speed booster right here, morph into a ball, drop a bomb, and then immediately start charging your Shine Spark. You're going to ball spark down like this. And then you'll get your first power bomb. So you now have 5 power bombs. Right here, what I've started doing is I've started dropping a power bomb right here, so that I can just flash shift through this Chozo Soldier. And then right here, you'll drop another power bomb like right here, so that you can go through right here, grab this missile. You need really precise movement in order to get through there. You'll also notice that right here we got lucky and we collected an Orange X. Orange X replenish power bombs. But this is when you grab this missile, not on the way to Hanubia. You grab it right now, or Ferenia. You'll grab it on the way back to Ferenia for Ferenia's cleanup. So you do that. The power bomb that you drop should also technically open that door. If you don't make it, just fire the door open. And then you head back to Ferenia. Super simple as of now. Not anything super difficult at this point. A lot of cleanup is movement intensive. In my opinion, cleanup, or Dread's cleanup for Hundo, is by and far the most movement intensive portion of the entire game, which is one of the reasons that I love it. But that's what it's going to be. So, upon heading into Ferenia, if you have full power bombs, you're able to just kind of come down here, and then right here, jump over these robots again, and fall down. If you do not have full power bombs, what you're going to want to do is run into them like that, and then come down. There is like a 95% chance that one of those first two will drop power bombs, and you'll be good to go. So, again, from here, if you have power bombs, then you just spin fall. So you're right here. And then right here, when we were here the first time, we started charging a speed booster. This time around, we're going to slide and morph while we're charging a power bomb, because we're about to pick up items in Ferenia. So it's going to look like this. Power bomb, flash, and you collect another power bomb. So now you'll have 6. Flash, flash, flash. Oops. That's gonna look like more like this. Dude, oh my goodness. That's gonna look more like that. Flash, flash, flash. Spin falls, flash. And then once you're right here, you're gonna start charging a speed booster. Store it. Drop a power bomb. Ball spark all the way to the right. And then what you can do is you can just jump up right here to grab this power bomb tank, so you now have 7. What I personally like doing, because it's very quick, is taking a robot farm right there before I grab this power bomb. Because again, it's very quick, and it guarantees, practically guarantees, that you have full power bombs heading into Burenia. Burenia is the next section of cleanup that we're heading to, and in Burenia you drop like 4 or 5 power bombs. So if you're low on power bombs, it can very quickly start spiraling into a massive time loss. So just going ahead and taking that small, like, half-second loss, quote-unquote, to farm the power bombs, means that you'll basically have full power bombs heading back to Burenia. After here, you jump out of the water, flash, flash. Right here, I drop another power bomb. Slide morph. Get this missile. Come through here, slide morph. You now have 100% items in Ferenia. So Ferenia's cleanup is very short, very to the point. The area itself is not very long, but that's going to be the end of Ferenia's cleanup. You head to the Cyan TP. This TP takes you to Burenia. Take the teleportal, and we go to Burenia. Like I said, Burenia's cleanup is a little bit more difficult than Ferenia's. It's a lot of power bomb drop in, a little bit more difficult movement. Alright, we're in Burenia. We're going to come through this right here. We're just going to slide morph and fall through the tunnel right there. These are pitfall blocks, obviously. Right here, we come through this door. You'll notice that this is right here is the mini moat. This is on the way to flash shift. There is this missile over here that we never got, because again, I mentioned it was quicker to grab during cleanup. This is where we grab it. So we jump, fire a beam to take out that shot, drop a bomb, grab this missile, jump morph, do a flash shift. When you do this flash shift, by the way, you want to hold neutral, because you always have the possibility, if you don't, you'll grab this magnet. So you want to flash, where's my flash shift? Flash and hold neutral. So otherwise you would grab the magnet like that. But if you're holding neutral, you won't grab it. Just like that. So then you can flash over right here. Do some flash shifts over this. Flash shifts over here. Again, right here, it's just something to note. Some people don't grab that energy tank once they leave Burenia after flash shift. This is the one where we grabbed it like that. Well, not like that. Like that. And then we did that. Some people choose to grab this energy tank now. So that's always an option if you want to grab it during cleanup rather than on the way to speed booster. I personally don't, because I feel like having to do this and then go all the way, it interrupts my flow too much. When I come into Burenia, I'm very focused on what I'm doing and I really want to just go down. So personally, I feel like grabbing this one interrupts my flow too much, but everyone is different. So I come down through here, throw an ice missile at that guy, and then right here, what you can do is you can just come down here and grab this and bring it down, or you can come down and flash shift over. What I do though is, and it might take a little bit to practice to get down, but what I do is I come down here, flash shift, and then use the grapple beam to pull myself over right there. I've timed it, and unless my timing was wrong, I don't believe it was though, I've timed it and it's like half a second faster. So again, you're talking small save for potentially a difficult strat, but marginally faster. So come down, flash, do a grapple pull, and then you grab this missile plus, spin fall, and then from right here, start charging a speed booster. When you charge it, you want to do a melee to the left and insta spark up to grab this missile tank. Then you'll fall down, flash shift over to this plasma door. At this plasma door, you'll go ahead and open it and drop a power bomb. Let it roll into the other room so that the explosion follows you. Because this is a bomb block, or these are all bomb blocks, and the power bomb radius will blow up all of these so that you can just slide and grab this missile tank. So slide like that. An unintended bonus, well, I guess maybe not unintended, but a bonus to using that power bomb is that it'll also kill all the little fishies that are roaming around here, so that Samus won't take damage when she's trying to get through there. They'll all blow up to the power bomb. So I blow up the thing on the wall right here, and then right here, start charging your speed booster, store it right here. You can fall like this, just to get up here, and then do a ball spark to the right. That's what I would probably recommend if you're a little bit newer to the category. But obviously you fall faster as a morph ball, so... And then ball spark to the right. The reason that I would recommend falling as a screw right here is because sometimes it can just fall in as a ball and then unmorphing and then pressing B to start spinning again. If you're not used to doing that, sometimes it'll just catch you by surprise and you'll accidentally use your spark. which obviously sucks because then you can't ball spark across this, and you just have to roll. So until you get used to that fall in and unmorph in and, you know, use jump in kind of rhythm, I would just fall down, just do a spin fall and then fall down as a screw attack. So your screw blows that up. You can grab this ledge and then ball spark through here. Blow this up, start holding your charge missiles or your storm missiles. Rip. That sometimes happens. Take out this these storm gate to grab this energy tank. Flash shift to the right. Right here, you want to fall as a ball. Unmorph right there, and then start charging your speed booster. Slide, store. Drop a power bomb. Ball spark to the right to grab a power bomb. I'm going to do that one more time because that's a lot of information super quickly. So from right here, you start charging your speed booster, and then when you're about right here, I use the little plant right here as a good visual cue. A little bit past it, you want to start sliding, because the block right there is will blow up. And then as Samus slides through here, she'll obviously end up right here. Make sure you're holding it down on your stick as Samus is coming through this slide. She'll store the spark where you can then just press ZL, start charging your power bomb, and then this is a power bomb block, so the block will be destroyed. These were speed booster blocks, so then you can then ball spark to the right. Probably one of my favorite keeps of, not keeps per se, but one of my favorite puzzles, speed booster puzzles of Burenia is right here. It's super easy, but it's a lot of fun. From right here, you want to roll over here, flash shift right here, and then right here, you from this flash shift, you want to, ideally, you want to just jump right that. And then right here, you'll charge another power bomb. You can absolutely, you want to drop, charge the power bomb, sorry, and release it, and then you can start charging your speed booster, and then store it like that. Absolutely, because these are power bomb blocks. You can absolutely do that, but the more optimal way to do that is going to be when you're charging this right here, to immediately drop the bomb and then start charging your speed booster from here. So rather than storing it just normally, you're gonna wall kick off of the wall that's on the opposite side right here and then store it. So it's gonna look like this, like that. The power bomb will follow you, so then you'll just jump through there, shine spark over here, and then just spark up again. That's going to be ultimately faster than like flashing and then jumping all the way up. So I'll do that with the bomb this time. Just like that. Then you finally grab this missile plus tank. This brings you up to 200. You come up to the Burenia set of twins. So in any percent and all bosses, the Burenia twins are not a difficult boss fight, but this boss fight can sway pretty heavily depending on the RNG that the robots give you. In 100%, this fight doesn't matter at all, because as you come up here, you're charging a power bomb. Drop the power bomb like right there, and the power bomb will blow up both of the robots. So just drop it like right around there. If you drop it too early, there is the chance that the robots haven't fully spawned yet, so they won't take damage to the power bombs, or to the power bomb that you drop. But if you drop it late enough, the robots are spawned. Drop the power bomb, just flash shift over to this door and just kind of like space jump while the shutter is opening. The robots will die. You're able to just take out that block right here, grab this missile, flash shift all the way over to the left, fall down through right here, flash, flash, flash. Then you grab this missile tank, flash, flash. You now have 100% items in Burenia. Burenia is by far one of my favorite areas of cleanup in this run. Because you just come down through here and then basically clean up lower Burenia. Clean up lower Burenia and then head to Artaria. So this split can be done very, very quickly when you are doing it in the run. But other than that, it's going to take time to get used to the movements and to just getting used to it is really what I'm trying to say. It can very easily go really, really wrong, but if things go right, it's a very, very satisfying split. Alright, Artaria. So we're at 48% items in Artaria. We're basically going to clean up now everything else in this run. Most of Upper Artaria we've already done, especially after we got the screw attack. We did that ledge warp, came back through here, and cleaned up a lot of this area in Upper Artaria. But now we are going to basically get the rest of the items in Lower Artaria, and then head through Cataris over here. So to start this off, blow up these screw attack blocks. What I like doing, you'll notice that I made sure all of the blocks were cleared, and the lower ones as well, because what I like doing after this is flash shifting immediately to the right. It's very easy to sometimes like right there, and then you'll get stuck on either these things coming down or to the blocks themselves. So just practice, make sure you like jump so that you get all of them, and then you'll be able to just flash all the way to the right. After that, 3 flashes, follows the ball right here, and then when you drop down right here, unmorph, slide right here. You want to be like that. You want this block already gone when you don't want to be sitting here firing like that. It's going to be wasting time. So just like that. This block will be gone. Jump morph. Be charging a power bomb as you jump to grab this missile tank. The power bomb will be fully charged as you land back down. Drop the power bomb. Flash over here. Open this grapple door. Run it and grab this missile tank. Or flash across of it. And then right here, I'll go ahead and kill that. Right here, this is where, remember, the opposite side of the door for this Chozo Soldier is. When we got to this point in Frozen Artaria, I made it very clear that you should not flash out of this door. Because when you come through in cleanup, if you flash through this door, the room will lag and it will act as if there's a boss still there. But if you go through it normally, then it won't be a boss. And the reason for it is because you do a ball spark and a jump through this door like this. Just like that. That's still possible if you accidentally flash shift through the door, but again, you have that like 2 or 3 second load-in time, which kind of interrupts the flow of things. So you grab this part, make sure you're still holding right on your stick, and then just cancel the speed booster and jump like that. You'll collect another missile plus. So you'll notice that I just kind of like ran up through that. Oops, like that. But you can also do that as well. I did, Justin, yes. Also, hello, Justin. So after that, you'll... It used to be where you could like come up through here and like store your spark, and then grab this, and then ball spark all the way over here. But that's actually going to be a little bit slower, so that's why I'm saying to just grab this, and then just do 3 flash shifts, do a spin fall, and then you want to start charging, just like in Frozen Artaria, you want to start charging your speed booster right here again. But instead of entering through this door, instead of jumping up through here, you're actually going to slide through right here. You're going to slide through here, and then right here is going to be a power bomb block. So what I do is I will start charging my power bomb, but while I'm charging the power bomb, I will drop a normal bomb, which tends to come out as a cross bomb because you're holding the button to charge the power bomb. But you'll hit that, and then the power bomb will finish charging. That takes out the bomb block that's right here, so that the power bomb will go off, and then you can roll through here, and the block right here is a power bomb block. You don't have to do that. It's like a half a second slower, maybe a little slightly more. But the issue with that is if you don't drop that first bomb and then drop the power bomb and then go through, the power bomb has to blow up the first bomb block before you can go through it. So there's the possibility that the blast won't follow you through and it won't blow up that bomb block, which means you'd have to roll all the way through here and then go all the way through here, rather than just jump in through here and go in that. So I'll show what that looks like now. Damn it, I didn't do that correctly. Lamau. So then you drop, then you grab the item, and then you jump up through that. More often than not, the power bomb radius will open that door. If it doesn't, just shoot it open and then do some flash shifts. Right now is when you finally grab this missile. Flash, flash. And then right here, what I like doing, just to perfectly make sure this is lined up, is I'll grab this ledge and then pull myself up and start charging from here. Because you want to be taking out that enemy on the ground, because you're about to do a really long speed keep. What you're going to be doing is, and there's two ways to do this actually. I'll show the easier way off first. The easier, less optimal way, is to, from here, charge your speed booster, and you're going to jump off of this wall, off of this wall, off of this wall, and then you're going to jump, space jump off of this wall, off of this wall, and you're going to come on through here. You're going to be running on here for a little bit. Keep in mind, of course, that there is a screen transition right here. So from right here, you jump, and then do the screen will transition, and then you jump again so that you make this ledge. If you don't jump right here, you'll fall, and you'll just end up right here, where you technically can store the speed booster for the spark, but you don't want to store it right here. So from here, you'll jump, and then keep running through here. Jump off of this wall, keep going, jump off of this wall, keep going, space jump up here, you'll store your spark, and then you'll do an insta-spark all the way up to grab this power bomb tank. Again, this is the easier way to do this. After you grab this power bomb tank, you'll come through an open door right through here, charge a speed booster again, and then climb in a hole and do a ball spark all the way across to grab an item that's hidden right here, before finally heading down to grab to take out a door that's over here. So I'll just, rather than talking, I'll just show this easier strat off. You grab that. Then you would ball spark all the way across. I'm not going to actually do it. You would ball spark all the way across because there's a thing right here. Like that. Well, either way, there's a item right here that is that you can only get through a speed booster. Then you would fall down to get to this door. The optimal way to do that relies on doing the same exact speed keep from right here, and jumping up through here, still jumping up right there. But when you get to this point, you jump off of this wall, and then instead of storing the spark right here, you want to jump up. Samus will barely hit this, so you'll still have to do one more jump, and then you store the spark right here, and then you do... I have a visual cue for right up here, but you'll do space jumps all the way up to here, the first space jump when you run into this beam block will break the beam block so that you're able to roll into this tunnel and then do a ball spark up to grab this missile. Then you'll come up through here, flash shift to grab this power bomb. Then you'll fall down all the way here to do that. So again, I'll show that now. Sometimes this teep can be a little difficult to get. Just like that. Grab this missile. Then as you're coming down right here, you'll grab this missile, but you will not have enough time, like 99% of the time, you will not have enough time to just scroll down or jump down right there. So what you want to do as you're coming down is shoot some wave beam shots down at these beam blocks so that you can slide down here and exit this. Then you'll flash shift across, grab this power bomb tank, fall down as a ball, charge a speed boost, charge a shot. What I like doing is I'm tend to be pretty good at lining that up like that. If you're not good at lining it up, you can just kind of like sit down right on it and like aim down. But again, whatever you're more comfortable with, I tend to be good at aiming it. Some others are not necessarily not so good at it, but feel more comfortable and more consistent by just aiming down like that. Either way, flash shift down, and then you grapple this across. Remember, this is where you first fell across as you were coming down to take out the first ME's central unit. Flash shift to grab this missile expansion. Flash, flash. And then more frozen Artaria movement. But you want to kill it right there, because now that Artaria is no longer frozen, these sensor doors are now active again. So from right here, you want to do the cloak flash like that. And then flash, come up through all the way right here. Let me take out these enemies. Okay. And then right here, you want to start charging another speed booster. You want to... this speed booster is going to take you all the way through this navigation room. You're going to shoot an ice missile at this end key, and then you're going to come through here, and you want to be careful right here. This might take a little bit of practice to get consistent, but right here you're going to jump, and then jump again and morph. You'll turn into a ball, and then you'll start rolling with the speed booster all the way up here. So that's going to look like this. And then right there, when you're up against this beam block, just hold L, which is your free aim, and the free aim will cancel the speed booster so you don't accidentally go through this door. And then once you're here, again, these beam blocks respawn, so just do a flash shift once to collect the missile tank, do another flash shift back to get up, and then just come back through here, like that. Alright. From here, you want to start charging another speed booster. There's enough tiles right here where Samus can make this gap. You jump over here, and then you don't have to slide into a ball. You just want to do a normal slide down right here. And then when you're about right here, you're going to want to jump off right here. You'll go through this ME door, and you'll store your spark. This is why, again, in the start of the game, we opened this door. All the way at the start of the game. We'll store the spark right here, slide, we'll grab this missile, then we will come out through here with our wave beam right here. Before we climb through this tunnel, we will shoot to open this door, come through here as a ball, fall out of this tunnel as a ball, and we will ball spark all the way over here. So that's going to look like this. You'll grab this missile tank on the way. And then it's a good likelihood that you'll fall like that. If you're good, if you get good enough at that, you'll be able to catch yourself as you fall. And then right here, you are technically able to come up through here and start charging another speed booster to do an insta-spark across this lawn area. But I don't actually like doing this insta-spark, and I'll tell you why. Because you now have to go through these 2 charge beam doors, and these aren't slow open in charge beam doors, but if you do an insta-spark, you're going to crash right here, and it kind of, again, it interrupts the flow. So what I prefer doing is taking a minor time loss just for slightly more consistent movement. So right here, open the door, aim down. You will open this charge beam door, and then hold down as you come through here to store the spark. Keep in mind you're still holding a charge beam, so you'll come over through right here. You're not going through this door yet. As you're holding your spark, you're holding another charge beam, slide off of this one to open this one, and then do an insta-spark. If you have trouble with the insta-spark, you can just do tap X to do a melee, and then do the spark. So it's going to look like this. Like that. Here's another item. So you'll grapple up. If you fall down, you can just very easily do that as well. But optimally, you want to be able to, as you crash, catch yourself and do the right there. Right here, you don't actually want to do that. You don't want to melee jump down. Just slide and then start charging another speed booster. This speed booster you're going to take all the way through here. You're going to jump, collide with the ledge right here, open this door, jump. This room that's right here is identical to this room, so I'll use this room to explain it. You're going to jump over the enemy that's forming right here. You'll jump as a ball, or as a screw attack, I should say. There's an item sitting at the very top of right here. You'll grab the item, and then you'll continue just more, screw attack jump in as you're still in a speed booster. You'll press L, or ZL I should say, to morph as a ball in the air. That will also kill the charge shot that you are still holding from over here, which will open this door that we already opened. Again, this is not a slow open in charge beam door, but I just prefer opening it there just in case you don't accidentally hit the shot. It takes a little time to open the door, so it's more of a safety opening the door at the start of the run. So I'll go ahead and show that right now, and then maybe do it a couple times. We'll see. And that's 100% in Artaria. So that's the big thing. That is going to be Artaria. We have 100% items in cleanup of Artaria. So we now have 100% in Artaria, 100% in Burenia, and 100% in Ferenia. So at this point, we now head to Cataris. Cataris itself is one of the most difficult sections of the run. Hands down of the run. Because Cataris, because of the superheated areas, and just in general having some areas that are too far out of the way for the run, Cataris is the longest cleanup section. So Cataris is a very difficult section that we're going to save for next time. But after Cataris, we head to Dyren, clean up Dyren, take the elevator to Gavarin, then to Elune, back to Gavarin, and then clean up Hanubia before ending the game. So that's going to do it for this section of the tutorial. Again, it's a little bit shorter compared to the other ones, but that's just because we're taking the tutorial all the way up through Cataris. On the next one, we'll go through Cataris and the rest of it, but Cataris itself, this cleanup is going to be pretty lengthy. So thanks everyone for watching. I will see you on the next one, and we'll knock out Cataris on the next video. So thank you so much for watching.